Welcome to our channel, where we delve into the fascinating world of numismatics and uncover the hidden treasures within everyday currency. Today, we have an exceptionally intriguing story that revolves around the 1981 quarter dollar, a coin that many might overlook as just another piece of change, but one that has achieved an astonishing valuation of $129 million due to a series of errors and mistakes that took place during its production. Yes, you heard that right. This quarter dollar is not just a simple denomination, it is a testament to how errors in minting can turn an unassuming coin into a collector's dream. The world of coin collecting is rife with stories just like this one, but the 1981 quarter has certainly taken the cake with its jaw-dropping value, and today, we're going to explore the myriad reasons why this particular coin is worth so much money and how it stands out in the vast sea of United States currency. Firstly, let's dive into the specifics of the errors that contributed to this astronomical valuation. The story begins at the Denver Mint in 1981, where coins were produced en masse to meet the needs of a growing economy. Coin production is usually a seamless process, with intricate checks and balances in place to minimize errors, but that year, it seems the mint faced some unique challenges. One of the most notorious errors on the 1981 quarter was an unusual case of doubling, which occurred when die components misaligned during the striking process. This mistake led to a pronounced doubling effect on the lettering and designs of the coin itself. Collectors and enthusiasts began to notice these peculiar traits, and as word spread, the demand for these particular coins skyrocketed. Pieces with this doubling have been discovered in relatively small numbers, adding to their rarity and driving prices upward as collectors sought unique additions to their collections. But the doubling wasn't the only error that caught the attention of numismatists. There were also instances of misaligned dies, where the images and inscriptions didn't come out clearly, contributing to what some would call an imperfect or incorrectly minted product. Typically, misaligned die errors render coins less desirable in the general market. However, due to the notoriety of the 1981 quarter and its extreme rarity, these misalignments added to its mystique and elevated its status among coin collectors. Additionally, the existence of some unique strikes, which inadvertently led to the formation of what some collectors refer to as junk quarters, resulted in further fluctuations in demand. These coins, while categorized as having significant manufacturing errors, have a certain charm and rarity that many collectors appreciate. Some quarters from that year, due to their production inconsistencies, have come out with unusually high reliefs or even unique textures that are not typical of standard quarters, making them much sought after. As these coins began to circulate into the market, people started realizing that they had something special in their pockets, and the stories surrounding them grew. Every time a 1981 quarter was found with these errors, the excitement among collectors reached fever pitch, and prices continued to rise. Interestingly, the rarity and unique aspects of these coins have also helped fuel a burgeoning secondary market of speculation. Prices have spiked as collectors have attempted to corner the market on these unusual pieces, further inflating their value in recent years. It has also created a sense of urgency among enthusiasts who are keen on acquiring one of these rare coins before others can outbid them. The allure of the potential windfall from owning even a single one of these rare, error-ridden coins has made collectors invest insane amounts of capital simply to capture a piece of this unique numismatic narrative. Beyond the errors and the market dynamics, the historical context behind the 1981 quarter adds an additional layer of intrigue and value. Coins are not just minted currency, they are historical artifacts that represent a particular time, place, and context. The early 1980s in the United States saw a significant economic transition, and this quarter was produced during a period of change that encompassed both high inflation and economic uncertainty. Collectors are often drawn not just to the physical properties of the coins, but also to the stories, memories, and emotions they invoke. In this regard, the 1981 quarter carries historical significance that elevates its value beyond mere monetary measures. The excitement around the 1981 quarter doesn't cease with its increased market price. It has birthed a community of passionate collectors who share a keen interest in searching and trading these unique pieces. Online platforms have seen a great deal of activity surrounding discussions, trades, and auctions for these coins, creating an ever-increasing enthusiasm for the hobby of coin collecting. Forums dedicated to this particular quarter have sprung up, where dealers and collectors share tips on identifying authentic errors versus imitations. As the demand for rare coins continues to surge, more people find themselves drawn into the world of numismatics, inspired not just by the allure of monetary value but also by the sense of community and shared interest. Beyond just discussions, there are numerous stories of individuals who have come across unassuming quarters in circulation and later discovered their significant value. These anecdotes serve to highlight the pure chance involved in discovering a coin that could forever change one's financial landscape, attracting a curiosity among modern collectors who hit the streets, searching through pocket change with the hope of striking gold. Gravely, these coins tell a tale of potential windfalls in the most unexpected places, perhaps prompting more and more people to take a closer look at their loose change, which is a very charming element of this entire coin collecting adventure. As interested individuals move forward with their quest to locate the illustrious 1981 D quarter, it's crucial to arm themselves with knowledge about how to identify genuine error coins. Education will serve as a powerful tool in navigating through the often murky waters of coin collecting. The subtle signs of doubling or misalignment require an attentive eye, often aided by magnification tools or resources to properly assess the details. The particulars that define the 1981 D quarter can transform coin enthusiasts from mere collectors into vigilant treasure hunters as they fine-tune their skills in discerning valuable pieces from the mundane. Notably, collecting these error coins does not just satisfy the desire for ownership but also fosters an appreciation for the artistry and craftsmanship inherent in coin production. Understanding the processes, methods, and historical contexts of coin minting allows collectors to have a more profound connection with their acquisitions. Moreover, as people gain insights into the minting processes and the common pitfalls that can lead to errors, they become part of a larger narrative, a story of trial, error, and ultimately success that has unfolded across generations of coin production. Knowledge about these rare quarters contributes to a more nuanced understanding of their worth and enhances the thrill of discovering them. Down the line, many collectors look back fondly on their first encounters with error coins, often recounting those stories with excitement as they share their journeys with others. In conclusion, the 1981 D quarter dollar serves as a remarkable case study in how errors and mistakes during the minting process can transform an ordinary piece of currency into a highly coveted collector's item worth an astonishing $129 million. The unique cosmology of errors, the historical backdrop, personal narratives of discovery, and collective enthusiasm for coin collecting come together to create a rich tapestry of value surrounding this singular coin. As we have explored today, the allure of the 1981 D quarter dollar lies not just in its price tag but in everything that it represents, a fusion of chance, artistry, history, and a vibrant community of passionate collectors who breathe life into the stories behind these magical quarters. So, will you check your pockets tonight for any potential hidden treasures? Be sure to join us next time as we explore more intriguing stories from the captivating world of numismatics, and perhaps uncover the next big find waiting just around the corner. Thank you for watching, and happy collecting. Next. Today, we focus on a real treasure of the coin world, the 1997 P quarter dollar, a coin that most people would consider just another piece of pocket change but that has become incredibly valuable due to a series of errors and distinctive production mistakes that elevate its worth to an astounding $83 million. Yes, you heard it right. In the vast landscape of numismatics, few coins have captured the imagination and fascination of collectors quite like the 1997 P quarter dollar. This seemingly ordinary quarter carries with it a story filled with unique errors that represent not just statistical anomalies during its minting but also an intersection of luck, rarity, and historical significance that has driven its valuation through the roof. To truly understand why the 1997 P quarter is so valuable, we must first delve into its minting process, which took place at the Philadelphia Mint in 1997, a year notable for several factors that would later contribute to the coin's unique status in the collector's community. The United States Mint, as a meticulous institution, generally adheres to rigorous standards. However, in this instance, an unexpected clash of processes created the conditions for a number of errors that would profoundly impact the quarter's future. One of the key issues was the problem of die errors, a phenomenon that occurs when the dies used to stamp the design onto the metal blanks become worn or damaged in such a way that they produce inconsistent results on the coins. In the case of the 1997 P quarter, some specific examples of die deterioration and failure to properly align were documented, leading to a variety of unexpected design outcomes, which, when discovered, immediately piqued the interest of seasoned collectors and newcomers alike. The most prominent error associated with this coin is what numismatists refer to as the doubled die, which refers to a specific type of mint error where the design appears to be duplicated or doubled caused by the misalignment of die components during the striking process. Such an error can create a striking visual anomaly on the coin's face, rendering it simply breathtaking to behold, and this effect has sent ripples through the collector's community, transforming a once ordinary coin into a sought-after marvel. Collectors who specialize in error coins will tell you that the magic lies in the rarity of these mistakes, particularly in how they can dramatically enhance the appeal and value of the coin. For the 1997 quarter dollar, the instances of this double die error proved to be remarkably uncommon, which has intensified interest and speculation around them, propelling their prices to dizzying heights. However, the allure of the 1997 quarter doesn't stop at just the double die. Several other errors have been reported alongside it, further substantiating the quarter's status as a quirky anomaly in the world of coinage. A particularly eye-catching error included the off-center strike, whereby the coin does not center properly during the minting process, leading to one side displaying more of the design and the other side lacking details due to the misshapen striking. The existence of these off-center strikes contributed to a greater understanding of the wide array of possibilities that can emerge during minting, feeding into the excitement of collectors who wish to own a piece of history that showcases such striking imperfections. The rarity of these errors is compounded by the fact that coins exhibiting notable flaws often face challenges achieving circulation, meaning many destroyed or damaged pieces were never released to the public. Consequently, finding such a flawed specimen at a local coin shop or in a dealer's inventory is nothing short of thrilling for a collector. Each new discovery rekindles the excitement within the numismatic community as it presents an opportunity to obtain a coin with a story, a unique history that speaks to the quirks of human craftsmanship. Moreover, the market dynamics surrounding these treasured coins add layers of complexity to their valuation. The principles of demand and supply dictate the market, and as more collectors become aware of the potential hidden value in error coins like the 1997 quarter, demand is likely to rise, thereby pushing prices higher and higher. This cycle of increasing interest has created a type of coin fever among collectors striving to not only add valuable pieces to their collections but also to capitalize on the investment potential offered by these rare errors. With the rapid evolution of online marketplaces and auction sites, the accessibility and visibility of error coins have also exploded over the past few years, providing enthusiasts from all corners of the globe a chance to participate in the frenzy and significantly raising the stakes for those who are keen on acquiring pieces that could one day be regarded as rare collectibles or even enduring investments for the future. As this particular quarter continues to gain traction in various auction circuits and online platforms, savvy investors might recognize the potential for huge returns, whether these coins are purchased for personal collections or for resale. As collectors delve deeper into the thrill of collecting, they often find that their passion for discovering 1997 quarters and other error coins transforms into a shared endeavor, fostering a vibrant community where stories are exchanged, tips are offered, and transactions take place amidst a backdrop of excitement. Interestingly, the allure of error coins transcends the specifics of valuation alone. Many collectors take considerable pleasure in the sheer hunt of finding and identifying these unique pieces. Whether it's scouring through change, visiting coin shows, or using online networks to connect with fellow enthusiasts, the quest for the elusive 1997 quarter imbues the hobby with a level of camaraderie that is as rewarding as the acquisition itself. Those who love the thrill of coin collecting often bond over shared experiences, exchanging knowledge about the errors and pitfalls to watch for, while forming lasting friendships along the way. It is precisely this kinship-building aspect of collecting that can often lead to memorable stories being passed down through generations, transforming numismatics into a shared family legacy. In terms of historical context, the 1997 quarter resides at an intriguing intersection of time in America's economic narrative. The late 1990s were characterized by significant technological advancements, cultural shifts, and a burgeoning economy that paved the way for an entirely new generation of currency. Coins minted during this period encapsulate a pivotal time in U.S. history, rendering them more than mere currency. They reflect societal values, technological innovations, and economic conditions that contribute to their appeal and intrinsic value. As coins from specific years often acquire a sense of nostalgia and historical significance, the 1997 quarter, with its documented errors, encourages collectors to look not just at the errors themselves but also at what they represent, the quirks of manufacturing amidst an evolving landscape, snapshots of a nation in flux. Beyond just casual interactions, the conversation around coins like the 1997 P-quarter dollar allows for deeper reflection on the importance of preserving history through everyday items, emphasizing the need for collectors to be proud of their roles as stewards of cultural artifacts. They are the ones who ensure that the story of the coin is told and shared, reminding future generations of the character and charm of the medium of currency and the history written upon its surface. As collectors scout for coins, many regard the ability to authenticate and assess the condition of potential purchases as essential skills that further define the numismatic journey. The distinction between an error coin and a standard coin often rests on subtle details, faintly perceived elements that require a knowledgeable eye to discern. For those interested in the intricacies of coin collecting, honing such skills does not just elevate their own experiences, it also fosters a deeper appreciation for the artistry and craftsmanship that goes into minting quality coins. Understanding how to authenticate a 1997 P-quarter, for instance, provides collectors with the confidence they need to navigate the competitive environments of coin shows and online auctions. Being able to distinguish between what constitutes ordinal damage versus a genuine minting error will lend itself to becoming a more respected and knowledgeable member of the coin collecting community. With the internet replete with resources for individuals wishing to learn more, it becomes easier to acquire information about various errors, their occurrence rates, and even the monetary implications of each type. This capacity for learning not only enriches the collector's experience but also allows them to foster engaging discussions and mentoring opportunities with others who share their passion. As demand for enhanced knowledge of the 1997 P-quarter and its uniqueness grows, it also creates a ripple effect, encouraging even the most novice of collectors to participate in the broader discussions surrounding coinage and the dynamic landscape of numismatics. Ultimately, as we explore further the intricate nuances of error coins such as the 1997 P-quarter dollar, we uncover that each coin represents a tapestry woven from threads of human error, ingenuity, and economic history. The excitement surrounding this quarter magnitude eloquently encapsulates all the mystery and splendor that coin collecting offers: the thrill of discovery, the pursuit of knowledge, the joy of shared experiences, and the timeless tradition of appreciating the artistry of currency. The $83 million valuation might dazzle those unfamiliar with the world of numismatics, but for collectors, it's the stories behind the coins and the connections created within the community that provide true value. So, as collectors diligently seek out the elusive 1997 P-quarter dollar loaded with errors, they also find themselves enrolling in an adventure that tests their persistence, cultivates authentic relationships, and expresses a distinctive love for history. Coin collecting has a way of breathing life into ordinary objects, and the 1997 P-quarter, with all of its enchanting quirks and celebrated errors, remains a glowing example of how even the simplest of coins may carry extraordinary tales waiting to be told. We invite you all to stay with us as we continue exploring the marvelous facets of numismatics, and perhaps you will be inspired to embark on your very own journey through the world of coins and collectibles, drawn in by their history, beauty, and the delightful surprises they hold. Thank you for tuning in, and happy hunting as you dig through your own pockets for potential treasures. Next. Today, we are turning our attention to an incredible specimen that has captivated the attention of collectors and numismatists alike, the 1989 P-quarter dollar. This coin, which many might think is just another piece of pocket change, has garnered an astonishing valuation of $85 million, owing largely to a series of striking errors and mistakes made during its minting process at the Philadelphia Mint. While people generally tend to overlook this particular quarter, we will uncover how it transformed into a highly sought-after piece of numismatic history due to its remarkable imperfections, and how these quirks resonate with collectors who are willing to pay a premium for such unique specimens. The story of the 1989 P-quarter begins with the minting process that took place in the Philadelphia Mint, where millions of quarters were produced to meet the demands of a bustling economy. Typically, the U.S. Mint takes great care to ensure the quality and accuracy of the coins being produced. However, unanticipated issues can arise during the striking process that can give birth to unexpected errors that can significantly enhance a coin's desirability and, in turn, its value. One notable error associated with the 1989 P-quarter dollar is known as the doubled die. This error occurs when a coin die does not strike with uniform pressure, leading to a distinct duplication effect on the design elements of the quarter, particularly in the lettering and images. In the case of the 1989 P-quarter, The resulting double image creates a unique appeal that immediately distinguishes it from its correctly minted counterparts. Coin collectors have a special fascination with double die examples, as their scarcity makes them highly sought after. The 1989 P quarter showcasing this form of error stands out due to the boldness of the doubling, making it a true gem for any collector wanting to own a piece displaying such a notable defect. Each time an enthusiast uncovers one of these quarters, often as a result of diligent searching through change or local coin shops, the excitement and intrigue surrounding its potential value become palpable. It's important to note that the number of 1989 P quarters exhibiting these double die errors is relatively small, an influential factor that drives up the competition among collectors eager to acquire one for their collection. The fascination with the 1989 P quarter doesn't end there. Another widely reported error during this coin's minting was the issue of misaligned dies. Misalignments occur when the dies used for striking the coins are not positioned properly, resulting in striking inconsistencies. Coins produced under such conditions may exhibit details that are unevenly portrayed, resulting in one side of the quarter bearing far more of its signature design than the other. These misaligned die errors are captivating to collectors and often add an extra layer of complexity to the evaluation of the coins. For many avid enthusiasts, these misaligned pieces reveal the rare quirks of minting that can sometimes fall through the cracks in a rigorous production system, sparking interest precisely because they deviate from the expected standard. Most collectors appreciate the charming imperfection of a misaligned coin. It tells a story of the production process each piece has undergone, ultimately representing the unique characteristics inherent in the minting process. These occurrences serve to enhance the narrative behind the 1989 P quarter, prompting collectors to value not only the errors but also the sense of history that accompanies such pieces, as they carry the echoes of minting practices from decades past. One of the most intimate aspects of the 1989 P quarter's journey involves the presence of additional minting errors, such as those associated with die cracks and breaks. Over time, the craftsmanship of coin dies can deteriorate due to constant use and wear, leading to cracks that manifest across the surface of the coins. When collectors identify a 1989 P quarter that features such die cracks, it brings a sense of excitement similar to discovering a trove of hidden history within their collection. These die cracks and breaks become marks of character that highlight the imperfections of the minting process. The history of the quarter can be imagined through the lens of these cracks, which represent the toll of time and the craftsmanship associated with producing millions of coins. As collectors continue to seek out quarters with visible die cracks, they become part of a broader dialogue surrounding the historical significance of minting processes and the multitudes of human errors that occur along the way. With the substantial rise in the interest surrounding error coins such as the 1989 P quarter dollar, many collectors have turned to not just purchasing but also trading these unique pieces of currency. A robust secondary market has arisen out of the allure of error coins, leading to the formation of communities bound by shared interests and excitement regarding such rare discoveries. These communities thrive both online and in person, where enthusiasts engage in discussions, share anecdotes from their search for specific coins, and educate one another about identifying errors and nuances present in only select pieces. The social connections formed within these circles can deepen the sense of satisfaction collectors derive from both their collections and the friendships they cultivate, as these shared pursuits of acquiring exceptional pieces of coinage bring people together. Notably, the appeal of the 1989 P quarter is amplified by its historical context. The year 1989 was significant for various reasons, encompassing cultural shifts and economic changes that transformed the landscape of American society. The quarter produced during this time serves not only as a piece of currency but also as a representation of a moment in history shaped by events such as technological advancements, geopolitical shifts, and evolving cultural trends. Collectors often seek coins minted during defining moments, and the 1989 P quarter reflects a confluence of history, art, and economics that draw the interest of those keen on understanding the past through the lens of currency. Coins recalled from eras that evoke nostalgia enjoy a lasting popularity that further fuels the desirability of pieces like the 1989 P quarter. As collectors look to invest in their collections, the knowledge of how coins encapsulate the essence of their eras becomes a theme that resonates deeply, making error coins all the more valuable as unique artifacts that preserve the spirit of their times. Beyond valuation and financial opportunities, the journey of collecting coins is also about the thrill of discovery. Each coin that crosses paths with an enthusiast has the potential to tell its own story, opening the door to adventures among those who spend hours rifling through change, visiting local coin shops, and attending coin shows. For many, the allure lies in the anticipation of uncovering an error coin among a pile of overlooked quarters, often sparking joy that is hard to replicate elsewhere. The world of numismatics is diffused with stories of happiness as collectors share their tales of finding extraordinary pieces, recounting the excitement and serendipitous moments that come with actively engaging in the hunt. Furthermore, as the popularity of coin collecting continues to grow, so too does the awareness of error coins like the 1989 P quarter, creating growth opportunities for enthusiasts, investors, and collectors alike. Whether as part of a curated collection, an investment strategy, or even as a means of connecting with history, these quarters embody a world of possibilities as they invite exploration and appreciation for the craftsmanship involved in minting currency. Another important aspect that has emerged alongside the interest in error coins is the growing value of knowledge in assessing and authenticating these anomalies. As awareness around the 1989 P quarter and its contemporaries has grown, so has the need to educate both seasoned collectors and newcomers alike about recognizing genuine specimens with notable errors. Understanding how to spot doubling, misalignment, or die cracks can enhance one's ability to acquire valuable pieces and avoid the pitfalls of counterfeit or misrepresented coins. The importance of education in this space can't be understated as knowledgeable collectors contribute to a more vibrant community where experiences and insights are shared, leading to a continuum of learning for everyone involved. As collectors exchange information about the 1989 P quarter, they also pave the way for a more nuanced understanding of numismatics as a whole, enriching their capacity to evaluate coins and invest judiciously in the future. The rise of online forums, social media groups, and educational webinars has encouraged ongoing conversations, not only about the rich history and findings of error coins but also the careful art of identifying, authenticating, and valuing them. Collectors often find themselves drawn to discussing various strategies for acquiring error coins, sharing tips on where to search and how to evaluate potential finds. As this dialogue evolves, enthusiasts forge connections that allow for mutual support and camaraderie, creating a form of mentorship that further enriches the collecting experience. The 1989 P quarter, with its intricate web of errors and historical resonance, brings unity to collectors who appreciate the complexity and beauty of numismatics as they navigate their journeys together through the rich landscape of currency collecting. Today, we have an extraordinary story for you concerning a seemingly ordinary coin, the 1984 D quarter dollar, which has garnered a staggering valuation of $58 million primarily due to a series of striking errors and mistakes made during its minting process. This quarter, produced at the Denver Mint in 1984, might have initially seemed just like another coin in circulation, but as we delve into the various errors it embodies, we begin to understand how it transformed from a routine piece of currency into a coveted collectible worth millions. The journey of the 1984 D quarter dollar begins with an examination of the minting process that took place that year. The Denver Mint, like its counterparts, was tasked with producing millions of quarters to meet the needs of an expanding economy. However, following a series of unique circumstances and unexpected complications during the production, certain quarters were struck with errors that would make them rare and valuable in the eyes of collectors. One of the most significant errors associated with the 1984 D quarter is the doubled die, a phenomenon that occurs when the die used to mint the coins becomes improperly aligned, leading to the designs appearing duplicated. This alignment malfunction can create a dramatically noticeable effect on the coin, especially in the lettering and other ornamental designs, turning an otherwise standard quarter into an extraordinary piece of numismatic art. While doubling errors may not be the most common minting mistakes, the rarity of such occurrences makes them highly sought after. In the case of the 1984 D quarter, pieces that exhibit this error were found in limited quantities, consequently elevating their desirability among collectors, and since each discovery of such a coin sends shockwaves through the numismatic community, it also translates into increased demand and, ultimately, higher prices in the market. When a collector stumbles upon a 1984 D quarter showcasing the double die error, the excitement is palpable and infectious, as these unique pieces often become the crown jewels of any collection. Another noteworthy error linked to the 1984 D quarter is the issue of misaligned dies. This kind of error takes place when the design dies that imprint the coin do not align properly during the striking process, resulting in a distinct impression. When examining a misaligned die, collectors may find that one side of the quarter displays more of the design elements than the other, causing a peculiar and unique appeal to the coin. Unlike the well-defined designs typically found on standard quarters, these misaligned struck coins take on an additional layer of rarity, attracting those collectors who appreciate the quirkiness of such mistakes. One might think that errors like misaligned dies would detract from a coin's value, but for many collectors, it is the very imperfection that enhances its attractiveness, allowing it to stand out among the more standardized issues of coins. Value is all about perception, and to collectors of error coins, these misaligned designs represent not just a flaw but a remarkable twist of fate, a piece of history that showcases the unpredictability of production and the artistry involved in crafting coins. As the 1984 quarter dollar continued to circulate, reports of various types of errors began to emerge, creating more excitement and driving collectors to search through their change and local coin shops with increasing zeal. A particularly interesting facet of the 1984 quarter is the issue of die cracks, another type of minting error where cracks form in the die due to wear and tear or stress during the striking process, which in turn leaves visible lines across the surface of the coin. A quarter featuring die cracks exhibits a certain character that tends to charm collectors, many of whom revel in the notion of owning a piece of coinage that bears the marks of its minting journey. These cracks aren't just random lines, they serve as a reminder of the history contained within each lifeless piece of metal. The thrill of discovering a coin adorned with a die crack serves not only as an exciting find but also as an opportunity to reflect on the making of that very piece, a story written in the form of a physical object that has likely passed through many hands, ultimately reaching its current worthy collectorship. The accumulation of such errors and defects effectively contributes to the uniqueness of the 1984 quarter and the aura that surrounds these specific quarters. Another compelling reason behind the $58 million valuation of the 1984 quarter dollar lies in the historical context surrounding its minting. 1984 was a pivotal year in American history defined by economic fluctuations, cultural shifts, and technological advancements that were shaping the nation. As the country moved further into the digital age, the minting of coins began to reflect changes in society. The quarters produced during this period serve as a marker of progress. They evoke sentiment and curiosity about the circumstances surrounding their issuance. Moreover, with the rising interest in numismatics during the 1980s, the 1984 quarter became increasingly appealing as a historical artifact, causing its desirability to swell over time. Coin collectors often view historical significance as a vital factor in their valuation, transforming what could be seen as a mere quarter into a relic that tells a greater story about society as a whole. As this quarter garnered attention, growing numbers of collectors flocked to acquire it not just for its errors but also for the chance to own a tangible piece of a significant period in American culture. In this regard, as the years go by, the worth of such coins often appreciates further due to their historical relevance, thus, they become symbols of more than just currency. Adding to the magnetic allure of the 1984 quarter dollar is the powerful community that has formed around the hobby of coin collecting and especially around error coins. Collectors, dealers, and enthusiasts all come together to share stories, tips, and resources while exchanging their excitement for the thrill of the hunt. Whether at a local coin show, an online forum, or a dedicated social media group, individuals bond over their shared interest in discovering these rare pieces of currency and building their collections. The growing camaraderie among collectors often leads to trading opportunities or collaborations during extracurricular events, which can augment their appreciation for these error coins. Moreover, the social aspect of the hobby brings continued life to error coins like the 1984 quarter dollar. As more individuals enter the collecting sphere, they bring enthusiasm, knowledge, and renewed interest to the marketplace, keeping the dialogue in motion about what constitutes value in this domain. The spirit of community surrounding coin collecting reaffirms that collectors appreciate not just the coins themselves but also the relationships built alongside these unique finds. As the world has evolved beyond the confines of physical coinage, the realm of digital currency has emerged to challenge traditional notions. However, the rarity of coins like the 1984 quarter dollar stands resilient and invokes a sense of nostalgia that transcends evolving currencies. The digital age may have changed how we interact with money, but nothing can replicate the tactile experience of holding a piece of history. This sentiment remains widely expressed among collectors who value the physical aspect of coinage along with the artistry behind it. The highs and lows of coin collecting, intertwined with a sense of belonging to a community of fellow enthusiasts, enhance the collective appreciation for the journey of each unique coin, even those that are riddled with imperfections. As demand continued to surge for the 1984 D quarter due to its mintage errors and historical significance, collectors and investors alike became increasingly aware of the potential for these coins to yield substantial returns. Prices of error coins have reached unprecedented levels as enthusiasts keenly observe auction prices and online marketplaces, spurred both by excitement and by financial aspirations. Consequently, speculation surrounding the 1984 D quarter has also increased, resulting in a more competitive environment among collectors eager to secure a piece of this remarkable numismatic narrative at any cost. Moreover, knowledge circulated via various platforms continues to educate newcomers about the nuances of collecting error coins, emphasizing that having an in-depth understanding of what makes the 1984 D quarter so remarkable is essential, empowering collectors to negotiate confidently when making purchases or trades. In an era where information flows seamlessly through the internet, collectors are exposed to forums, videos, and blogs that share valuable insights regarding the collection of coins like the 1984 D quarter. As the digital space invites even casual enthusiasts to participate and learn, individuals find themselves better prepared to enter the market, creating a vibrant pool of both novice and experienced collectors competing for the chance to own a piece of exceptional coins that exhibit errors, those stories born from imperfection. So whether you are just beginning your journey into coin collecting or simply have casual curiosity surrounding error coins, it's crucial to note that the underlying stories and historical contexts behind pieces like the 1984 D quarter dollar serve as an endless well of learning. This monument to the accidental, replete with imperfections and character, offers endless possibilities for exploration and appreciation, inviting collectors to delve deeper into the intricate world of minting processes, historical narratives, and community connections. As we continue our exploration of the 1984 D quarter dollar, we remind each of you to check your own pocket change and local coin shops, for you never know when you might stumble upon an untold treasure filled with stories just waiting to be uncovered. Each coin represents an opportunity to become part of a legacy that celebrates the beauty of both money and history, allowing every enthusiast to find joy in the pursuit of numismatic adventure. Thank you for joining us today, and we can't wait to share more intriguing discoveries and provide deeper insights into the captivating world of coins on our channel. Happy hunting!